Hi, yeah, my name's Kashira and I'm a life coach and an influencer. Dedicated, like I'm very, like if I have a goal, I really go for it, and I've had to overcome a lot. So yeah, dedicated, silly and kind. Being very nice to myself. I think personal development's always had a big space in my life. My mum's a therapist and a life coach, so I grew up in that world and obviously around a lot of her friends and colleagues. And it's something that in our family was very normalised, which I wish it was more so in society. So as I get into my teenage years and problems started arising, if me and my mum were arguing, we would go to a therapy session and talk it out. And I did a lot of therapy from a young age, which benefited me massively. And I think from doing personal development work myself, it made me want to pass that forward, and the way that it's touched my life and helped me to step into the person that I want to be and the best version of myself, to be able to empower other people to do the same for themselves is what life coaching means to me, and why I do it. It's something that I was thinking about for a really long time. A lot of people had requested for me to make an OnlyFans account. For years, I thought about it very, very carefully and made the decision that if and when I was going to do it, it was going to be really when I was at a point where I felt comfortable in my skin, wanted to share that part of my life for me. As women, many of us struggle with our sexuality and struggle with expressing our sexuality and being able to share that and express that part of us, which we all have, I think, for the most part. You know, unless you go into like asexuality, but like I feel like we it's such a natural part of who we are, and it's so clouded in shame for women. And that's definitely resonates with me and my story and my journey and my work. And I feel like now, at this point in my life, I feel like it's part of my personal development. It's part of like stepping into being empowered in that and being able to share it. And for me, my OnlyFans page is I love it. Like, it's such a passion project. It's like I really let loose creatively. I'm very lucky to have an incredible team working with me on it, and it's pure like fancy and exploration for me, and I think it's fantastic. And I also think it gives a lot of power to the creator. So I don't have, when I'm on a shoot, I don't have anybody telling me what to wear or what to do or how it has to look. I can really express myself without anybody telling me how it's supposed to look, how a woman's supposed to be sexy, or how it's meant to be. I don't know. So I love it. Fitness has been such a big part of my journey. I feel like I did a lot of my personal development work was in the gym. When I started training, I was quite young when I started training, and I was quite lost in life, and I didn't have a lot of vision for my future, as in I didn't think that I was capable of achieving very much. I had a lot of self-doubt, and when I started training, I learned a lot about myself, and I learned how dedicated I can be and how disciplined I can be. And when I found that I could do that in the gym, it just seemed more natural that if I can do it here, why can't I do it in other areas of my life? So I grew a lot as a person, and then I became a personal trainer, and that's when I first started coaching. I didn't know it at the time, but that's, you know, when I became a life coach. So yeah, I mean, I used to be a competitive bodybuilder, and fitness really was my life. Like, it was I lived for fitness. I woke up every single day and I ate the same things and I had the same routine, and it was everything to me because it gave me so much, and I'd taken so much from it. And then I got sick. I've had a chronic illness since I was a child, but I had a relapse a couple of years ago, which really challenged my fitness journey because I wasn't able to continue training at the competitive level that I had been. But it meant that I had to find other ways of being able to make fitness part of my life. And so I guess what fitness means to me has changed over the years. But it's a constant, and I think that we are meant to move our bodies and we're meant to eat well, and I can't imagine it ever not being a part of my life, and it continues to be such a great learning tool for me through all the stages. For me, I think community is one of the things that stands out to me the most. I'm also from like a rural part of Spain, so maybe it's the contrast of like a rural place to London, but I've never lived in the city there and I've never lived in the country here, so I don't know. But to me, I know like in Spain, I do have like a really, really strong community around me outside of my family and my neighbours in my village. Like I really love that, and I did sort of cultivate it in my small part of London, but I think it's more difficult here, and I feel like people struggle here. I feel like people are like, there's a lack of connection and there's like loneliness. There's a lot of other positives that London has, I think, or England has. I think there's more opportunity here, and there's more open-mindedness here, which I absolutely love, and I think people dig a little bit deeper and are more socially and politically aware and conscious than a lot of people are in Spain. And I think, yeah, those are cultural differences, both that I like from each. Yes, I do.
Would you like to discuss that?
Yeah, I do have goals for 2020. I'm really excited. OnlyFans is one of my big projects for 2020 because I've just started my page recently. So I'm really excited to see where that goes, and to keep creating high quality content and go all out with shoots and kind of just get crazier. I want to get into like a total, almost drag-esque like extravaganza, hopefully down the line. And in terms of my coaching practice, continue on there and just to help people. Like I think it's like facilitating people, it's putting people in touch with the power that they already possess. They just don't know that it's there. And I'd like to see that grow. I'd like to see my coaching practice grow. And in terms of fitness, I'm not sure yet. I'm going home to start learning Muay Thai, and well, I've been doing Muay Thai for a couple of years, but hopefully at some point in 2020 I'll go to Thailand and do a camp. Fingers crossed. Thank you so much for watching me here on OnlyFans and supporting my page. Anything that happens, like, you know, speaking of goals for 2020, anything that happens is down to the people supporting that make it possible. And a lot of these people have supported me for years beforehand on social media, so I'm super grateful, and I hope you will have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.